Now, today we will learn about partition values or positional values. Now, apart from what you have learned about median, measures of central tendencies, where you learned about arithmetic mean, median, mode, etc., there are also other measures which divide a series into equal parts. Now, some of those measures are given over here, and they are quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. Now, what are quartiles? Quartiles are the values of the variate which divide the total frequency into 4 equal parts. Now, what about deciles? Deciles are those which divide the total frequency into 10 equal parts. Now, what about percentiles? Divide the total frequency into 100 equal parts. Now, quartiles are usually denoted by the letter Q. And since I said there are, it divides a set of frequency into 4 equal parts. The first quartile is what, it is given, it is denoted by Q1, second quartile as Q2, third quartile as Q3, and so on. Now, in the case of deciles are denoted by what? D. And it is denoted by the first decile is denoted as D1, then D8, and etc. Percentiles are denoted by the letter P. Now here I have given an example of P1, that is first percentile, then 60th percentile. Okay, so P1 is how you represent the first percentile, and P60 is how you represent the 60th percentile. Now these you have to make see, now this is one thing that you have to make sure is that they are not averages. Okay, like what you have studied in like arithmetic mean, median, or mode, they all are averages. They are some kind of measures. But what kind of measures they were? They were measures of central tendency. Now, what about quartiles, deciles, and percentiles? They are not averages, but they are measures. But what kind of measures? Measures of dispersion. Now, regarding measures of dispersion, there will be another video. So, you will get to know what is meant by the measures of dispersion. Okay. Now, you have to come to a part where you have to calculate or you have to compute the quartiles. Now Q1, when it is Q1, how will you calculate Q1? You have to, if an observation, if a set of observation is given, then you have to calculate the size of the n plus 1 by 4th item. Okay, in the case of discrete or individual observation, this formula can be used. So this formula gives you a position of Q1. It won't give you the exact value, but will give you the position or where Q1 lies. Then in a continuous series, it gives the size, the formula is the size of the n by 4th item. Okay, in the case of discrete or individual observation, see the difference. It was n plus 1 by 4th item. Here it is n by 4th item. The case of Q3, it is 3 by 4 into n plus 1th item. In the case of individual observations and discrete series, then what about Q3? In case of continuous series, 3 by 4 into nth item. Okay. Similarly, when you do the computation of deciles, the same the difference is that you divide it by 10. So if it is D4, then it is 4 divided by 10 into n plus 1th item in case of discrete or individual observations. In the case of continuous observation, it is what? 4 divided by 10 into nth item, right? Now we will move on to the computation of percentiles. In the case of percentiles, if it is P60 and a discrete scenario, 60 by 100 into n plus 1th item, 60 by 100 into nth item in the case of continuous series. Now let's move on to an illustration. Now you are asked to calculate Q1, Q3 quartiles, third decile and 20th percentile from the data that is given. Now the data that is given is in a form of a table, and you can see that the first column is central value and the second column is frequency. Now in the first column they have given the central value. What is meant by central value? Yeah, it is the midpoint. So it is clear that it is a continuous series and continuous data. So first we have to find out the class where classes of this, right? So that is your first class. Then second class, what about the second class? It is 5 to 10, then 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. Okay, write down the frequencies and find out the cumulative frequencies. Then you are asked to find out the first quartile. So Q1 is equal to the size of n by 4th item. Now that is 25th item. Okay, that is 100 by 4, you get 25th item. Now let's see where this 25th item lies in the class 5 to 10. So you write that Q1 lies somewhere in the class 5 to 10, but do you know the value? No. So Q1 is equal to, you have a formula over here, L plus n by 4 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency into I. Now this cumulative frequency is the cumulative frequency of the preceding class. Now you know that here the lower limit is 5, n by 4 is 25 minus cumulative frequency of the preceding class means it is 7, then divided by the frequency of that particular class. Now the frequency of that particular class is 18, so divided by 18 into 5, which is equal to 10. Similarly, you can find out Q3. Q3, the size will be 3n by 4th item, so that is 75th item. So in this case it is lies with over here in the 15th and 20th class interval, and you find out the formula. You know the formula for Q3 is equal to L plus 3 into n by 4 minus cumulative frequency of the preceding class divided by f. F is the frequency of that particular class multiplied by the class interval, that is I, which is equal to, you substitute all the values, you will get the answer. Now the third decile. Third decile, the size is 3 into n by 10th item. Okay, so that is the 30th item. Now you just go and check whether where this 30th item lies. That lies in the interval 10 to 15. Substitute the values, you will get the answer. Similarly, you can calculate the 20th percentile. 20th percentile is denoted by P20, where the size is 20 into n by 100th item. Then you substitute the values and then you will get the answer as 8.61. So that was all about the positional values. Thank you.